presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Pierre Governor Sports on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Pierre Governors are brought to you by Bank West, Allied Plumbing, Beck Motors, Home Care Services, Venture Communications Electric, State Farm Insurance, CHS River Plains, and Xander Auto Parts.
Coming out the timeout, Elijah Bucci with the snap. He goes left side. Down to the end zone. He's in! Touchdown Governors! They've got the lead with 8 seconds to go.
And by Wheelhouse Auto Body, Slumberland, SD Savin, Shane's Pharmacy, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, First Fidelity Bank, Country Carpet and Flooring, and Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping.
This will be tapped over. See if the Governors again can take advantage of it. Waldron set for Cronin. There's your win. In set one, 32-30. Campbell Cronin with 8 kills in the first set.
And by Wagner Auto, Sanford Clinic, the South Dakota Office of Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, Envirotech, First National Bank, and Faith Lutheran Church. As the Governors get across midfield, LaRush now with some open space, looking to send one through for Aharts. It comes in, Aharts, he scores! Keith Aharts from LaRush, and it's a 1-0 lead. And by Cougar Climate Systems, River Bottom Sanitation, Rising Hope Counseling, Pizza Ranch, Olson Plumbing, Dakota Storm Roofing, Ferding Electric, James Valley Landscaping, Lamb Motors, May Adam, and First Dakota National Bank. Sheldon will lose the ball. The Pierre Governors, they fall on it. They're going to the Dome. The Governors score with 8 seconds remaining, and they win it 14-9. And by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Missouri River Dentistry, Cougar Contracting, Karsten Erickson Roofing, Gales Gas, Edward Jones Financial, and First United Methodist Church. And now to the booth with the call of the game and the voice of the Pierre Governors, John Winkler.
And a good afternoon as we welcome you here to Mitchell as we get set for the Pierre Governors and the Mitchell Kernels coming up from this new facility, the new high school here in Mitchell. It is much cooler in here than it ever was in the old high school, and we're happy for it as the Pierre Governors take on this Mitchell Kernel team after picking up their first win of the season last week, this past Thursday, as they are now 1-3 in the season. Mitchell coming in at 3-2, but have not played since last Saturday. They win 2-1 at the, end up being 2-2 at the Huron tournament in their 4 games, but they are 3-0 against Class AA opponents. Their 2 losses coming against Northwestern and Del Rapids for their 2 losses on the season so far. So Pierre is Mitchell is 3-0 against their AA opponents, and they will get an opportunity to face an ESD team here tonight, this afternoon, against the Pierre Governors as they're looking for win number 4. The Governors are looking for back-to-back wins before they take on Sturgis and Spearfish next Friday and Saturday at home, as the Govs picked up a 3-0 win over Douglas this past Thursday, in a game that they barely trailed at all. It was 4-2. After leading 2-0, they went down 4-2, and that was the only time that they really trailed in that volleyball match on Thursday. And so now here today, the Governors want to jump out again. We're going to talk with Coach Gary Wheelhouse of the Pierre Governors and coming up in just a little bit, and it's going to be something similar to that. Is they got to be the first to 5. They want to be the first to 5, and that opens things up, lets you play with some confidence. You're not chasing the game the rest of the set or having to make a big run to just get the lead. The first to 5, now it doesn't mean that you're going to win a set, doesn't mean that you're going to lose a set, but what we have seen from this Pierre Governor team is that when they get to 5 first, they're a much different volleyball team. Mentality-wise, whether that's good or bad, overall, if you don't get the first of 5, you still want to be able to play your style of volleyball, but it does give you that sense of some confidence when you have when you're the first team to 5 points, and then moving ahead, be the first team to 10 points, first team to 15, as you continue your game all the way down the stretch of that of each set. And the Governors will like their outcome if they're the first to each of those small plateaus to try and win this volleyball game against the Mitchell Kernels. It is the Kernel Bowl here today for Mitchell, their annual Kernel Bowl. The soccer teams were playing here on earlier today, end of the afternoon, and wrapping up. The football team will play tonight, and the volleyball team is playing this afternoon. So a busy day of Kernel volleyball, not just Kernel volleyball, but just Kernel sports in general here at Mitchell at their new high school and over at Joe Quintal Field, as the Governors are here being able to play against this Mitchell team on their Kernel Bowl. And I believe this is one of the first Saturdays that volleyball's been able to host anything in September in a long time, with the old gym, how hot it was. But this Governor team is looking for a chance to stay hot after Thursday's win. We will talk with Coach Kerry Wheelhouse coming up here in just a little bit. First serve will be coming up just maybe prior to 2:30 this afternoon. And we'll have it right here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Back in 3 minutes to talk with Coach Kerry Wheelhouse.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward.
Planning for next year is right around the corner, but do you know how much nutrients your crops will need? Fall soil sampling with CHS River Plains can help you look at each field's nutrient carryover, provide you with a more accurate farm plan, and allow you to take a position on those nutrients needed when you see fit. Plus, it'll make your life easier next spring when the planters are ready to roll and you don't have to wait. Contact your local CHS River Plains agronomist today, and we'll get the pickup headed your way.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
People helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lamb has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
Game show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Joining me is Coach Kerry Wheelhouse of the Pierre Governors. And Coach, you picked up a big win Thursday against Douglas at home. Quickly get back on the floor again here today, now on the road against Mitchell. But locker room probably had to feel pretty good. Practice yesterday was probably, a little bit more energized after that win on Thursday.
Yeah, it was great to get that win against Douglas. They gave us a challenge with their defense. Their front row is a little soft, but, their defense was one of the better ones we've seen. Their libero just picked up everything we threw at her. So locker room, definitely excited. Yesterday we kind of had a light practice. They have home cheer and dance, and so we just kind of took it out of the gym and went and watched some film and worked with the middle school program, and so the girls got some excitement from that and just kind of got to relax a little bit so that maybe we come out here again with some fire. Just we're not tired, we're not legs dead, any of that kind of stuff, and just got to do some team bonding, watch the football game together last night, and so had a fun day, and so hopefully we can pull that into today.
Well, this Mitchell team, you talk about not having too many tired legs. Mitchell did not play this week, and they're sitting at 3-2 right now. But when you look at them on film, what have you seen from them?
Yeah, they run a lot of different things. Deb definitely knows what she's doing with the different combinations that they run, and so we just got to be ready for anything. They've got some middles. They're typically have been a team that has pretty good middles coming at us, so we got to just be ready for that and make sure our block's getting up in front of their hitters because they've got power behind them. So if we don't get up in front of them, our back row is going to have to do a lot of work. So doing that, and then just really trying to utilize some of the holes that we've seen that they've had in their offense, but or in their defense. But we've got to really just work on our side of the court.
Well, this Mitchell high school, in this new high school, new gym, in basketball, they always say, well, you got to get some shots up early in warm-ups. You got to make sure you get the feel of the background, everything else. Well, these girls have never played in this gym before, and it's probably the same thing with volleyball. You got to see the ball go over the net, you got to see how things feel a little bit, and it's got to be that warm-ups are very, very key for a game like today because these girls have never played on this floor.
Yeah, and especially for us to just come off of traveling, getting off the bus and, earlier day, of playing a game, so it's not a late leave that we've been at school and kind of have that. So for us, our warm-up, come out here and just really kind of go, because we want to get those first 5 points, be the first one to 5 and kind of get rolling that direction.
Well, and you were the first to 5 on Thursday against Douglas, and I'm sure it's pretty easy to sell it on the girls too. Like, look what happened when we get the first to 5. We end up not losing a set on Thursday. We won 3-0.
Yeah, it's just hard to dig yourself out of a hole and to change that mentality, and you don't want to get into too deep of a hole, and so we really have been working on that the rest of earlier this week, even talking last night. Like, we want to be the first ones to get to those points so that we can stay and keep our foot on the gas and then not let off if we've got a lead built.
Biggest key then overall here for the Pierre Governors to get a win this afternoon?
For us to get out right away and get those points right away and not start off soft.
Coach, appreciate the time as always. Good luck today.
Thank you.
As Carrie Wheelhouse of the Pierre Governors back with more of the pregame show next on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Is it time for a fresh look underfoot? Tired of worn out carpets or outdated flooring? Then you need to visit Country Carpet and Flooring in Pierre. We're your local experts for every style, from plush carpets and durable laminates to elegant hardwoods and luxury vinyl. Discover hundreds of options from top name brands, all with our friendly expert service. Visit Country Carpet and Flooring at 414 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, or call us at 605-224-9297. Country Carpet and Flooring. Your floor, your style, our expertise.
Have you assessed the condition of your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9797 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters, reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Building a home, It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
At Wheelhouse Auto Body, we believe in treating our customers and their cars like family. Our service-focused team has over 50 years combined experience in the automotive repair industry. If you have a vehicle, big or small, that needs some TLC, Wheelhouse Auto Body team is ready to take care of you. Visit Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield or contact us at 605-494-0436. Wheelhouse Auto Body of Pierre.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
For over 60 years, Ferding Electric has been powering homes and businesses across central South Dakota. When you need reliable electrical service, trust the experts with decades of experience. Whether it's a simple residential repair, a complex commercial installation, or even electrical work on your farm, Ferding Electric has you covered. And if you're tired of searching everywhere for that hard-to-find bulb, Ferding Electric carries a wide selection of bulbs, including those hard-to-find fluorescent and specialty options. Visit us at 2903 East Elizabeth Street or call today, 605-224-8684.
And we welcome you back as we continue to get sent for Pierre and Mitchell, as here from the new high school in Mitchell, as the Governors will go from left to right and Mitchell from right to left. We are closing in on start time right around that 2:30 start right here on KCCR, as well as also on YouTube at KCCR Sports. We're going to hope that we can get you video, full video throughout this match, but we will keep you updated, if we have to keep you from buffering on YouTube at KCCR Sports. That way you can still at least catch us on YouTube. We might have that screen up, the logo up, and we'll hopefully be able to not have to worry about that. But we are getting set for first serve between Pierre and Mitchell. We will return with starting lineups and first serve back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR. You're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut hundreds of cross, and played hours of peekaboo and duck duck gray duck because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Carrie Bauman will help make it easy and affordable to help protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Carrie Bauman in Pierre today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello, friends. This is Pastor Sam at Faith Lutheran Church. We have many blessings to give thanks. A beautiful city on the river, helpful and encouraging friends and neighbors, and of course, our peer athletes. They're the reason for us being here, so let's help them out. I will be praying for our athletes throughout this season. I encourage you to join me in praying for their health and safety as well as their success, both on the field and in the classroom.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
Did you know it is important for your child to see the dentist at the time their first tooth erupt? A healthy smile begins at birth, and there are many variables, from healthy eating habits to good oral hygiene and routine dental care. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer. At Missouri River Dentistry, we enjoy working with people of all ages. Dentistry is our profession, but people are our focus. I invite families to come experience an office that uses the latest techniques and equipment to be sure you receive that healthy and happy smile. To schedule your appointments for your family, call us at 223-2021. Kids love us, parents trust us.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. You'll find a great selection of quality new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, plus a great selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take good care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and body shop, along with a friendly financing team that'll do their best to get you into your next new or pre-owned vehicle with financing that fits your budget. Wagner Auto is your local, family-owned, full-service dealership in Pierre. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of heat-a-later fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of heat-a-later fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heat-a-later Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
We welcome you back. We are getting set for first serve between the Pierre Governors and the Mitchell Kernels here in Mitchell. John Licker with you on this Saturday afternoon. Emma Thielen at the station as we go through the starting lineups. First for the Pierre Governors, Molly Olson will get the start, the 5'6" junior setter. Ellie Keys wearing number 4, the 5'8" junior outside hitter. Number 7, Sloan Waldron, the 5'7" senior right side hitter and setter. Number 8, Alexis Schleckaway, the 5'7" senior defensive specialist. Number 17, Addison Novotny, the sophomore middle hitter. Number 18, Paige Sporer, the senior outside hitter. And the libero will be Hadley Hart, the 5'6" senior for the Pierre Governors. Starting for the Mitchell Kernels, it will be number 4, London Hajek, the 5'5" sophomore setter defensive specialist. Number 6, Nia Talley, the 5'8" eighth grader outside hitter. Number 7, Audrey Miller, the 6' senior outside middle hitter. Number 8, Campbell Weedy, the 5'10" senior middle hitter. And we will pause quickly here, and we will keep it here for the playing of the national anthem. And we'll continue with those starters and also have first serve coming up here in just a moment. Again, we'll pause here for the national anthem. Keep it here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
May also salute the flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
All right, let's go back through the Mitchell starting lineup again real quick. It will start with London Hayek, the 5'5" sophomore center defensive specialist. Number 6, Nia Talley, the 5'8" 8th grader outside hitter. Number 7, Audrey Miller, the 6-foot outside middle hitter senior. Number 8, Kimball Weedy, the 5'10" senior middle hitter. Number 9, Kenzie Hetland, the 6'1" junior middle hitter. Number 15, Addie Simpson, the 5'8" senior center. And the libero will be Kenna Solik, the 5'4" senior defensive specialist. The Governors will hit from left to right. The Mitchell Kernels from right to left. And we are ready to roll as Mitchell will get the first serve of the afternoon. They're wearing their home white jerseys with the yellow numbers and letters with the gray sleeves. Governors wearing their new green road jerseys. Hadley Hart wearing the white jersey for the Governors. We're underway as the first serve comes from Hayek. It'll be set from Olsen over across by Novotny. Good spot for it, but it'll be returned by a free ball by Solik. Schleckway comes in, another set. This opportunity for Allie Keys is dug out by Mitchell. Set at the net, everybody went into the net, and it will be the Governors that get called for a net violation. And Mitchell will start off with a 1-0 lead with the first point of the match. Pierre, 9 different girls scored on Thursday, kill-wise. They want to see something like that happen again and continue to up those numbers, as this time it will go into the net by Novotny. And the first hitting error against either side. 2-0 lead for Mitchell here early on. And it will be Hayek again that will serve with a 2-0 advantage here for Mitchell. Hayek on the serve. Waldron receives. Will be sent back from Olsen to Waldron. That's tipped on the net and then dug out near side. That one will get over. That was Talley that's been serving. Over on the far side. That one will be hit out. It was not touched. Looked like Keys that got a piece of it. Maybe it was Waldron that hit it. But a hitting error by the Governors. That one was just plain missed by Mitchell, and it actually ended up going out on the corner. And there's an ace to make it a quick 4-0 lead here for Mitchell in the first set. And that is Nia Talley, who has served the first 4 points. This is her 5th serve already. A 4-0 advantage, and that'll be another ace. And skipped off the net and goes straight down. And it's quickly 5-0, and Coach Carrie Wheelhouse has to use one of those timeouts in the first 5 points of the game. 5-0 here early on for Mitchell over Pierre. Let's step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR. You're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
Back here at Mitchell High School, 5-0 lead. Coach Carrie Wheelhouse took the first time out, just 5 points into this match, as Nia Talley will serve again. That one will go into the net, so it is a point for the Governors. And the first one comes on a service error from Talley. After she got back-to-back aces, the timeout works well to get the first point of the Governors on a service error. So now it's Sloan Waldron that will serve. Waldron has started serving most of the time to the first part of the season on each set. Here's the attack that's going to be dug out by the Governors to the net and unable to get it anywhere else. Kenzie Hetland had the attack, does not go down as a kill, but a 6-1 lead as Mitchell's right back up by 5. As it will be now Kenzie Solik that will serve here for Mitchell. The libero with the yellow jersey. Waldron will set. That's the attack, left-handed hit from Marina Bushbaum will go into the nets. And it's now a 7-1 lead, and so far Pierre has got 3 service errors. The only tallies on the board right now are the 2 aces for Nia Talley. On the Mitchell side, everything else has been the case of hitting errors by the Governors, as well as also a net violation. Bush bomb, that one's gonna be tipped down. There's your first kill. The reception got across the net again. And it was Campbell Weedy that was able to get her first kill, in the first kill of the day for either team. And it's an 8-1 lead for Mitchell here in the first set. Kenneth Solik on the serve. It is Schleckway with a good reception. Bushbaum's opportunity, that's going to be hit out. And it's now 9-1. And Bushbaum's got 2 quick hitting errors, 4 hitting errors so far. We'll get a sub as check who that was that just went in. They got to make sure that the Governors are in the right spot here. And they did get that right spot. So now here's an opportunity, middle of the floor. That ball is tipped. It'll be dug out and then quickly hit over. Hadley Hartz, and the Governors can't get it back. It's 3 hits. Stayed on the Governors' side, 9-1. Make that, so it should be 10-1. It is 10-1 now in favor of the Mitchell Kernels. Kenneth Solik will serve. A 9-point lead here for Mitchell in this first set. That one will be hit long, and the second point for the Governors is the second service error of the game for the Mitchell Kernels. It's 10-2. Hadley Hart will go back to serve here for Pierre. She had 8 aces on Thursday. As the lefty will serve for the first time. Received on the back row. Now it's going to be a little bit of a hesitation shot coming from Weedy, and then the hit goes long by Sporer, and it's now a 11-2 lead for Mitchell. And Pierre really is struggling to get things moving along. Fifth hitting error in this first set for the Governors. 11-2 our score. This serve, another point for the Governors, but it's now the third service error by Mitchell, that coming from Addie Simpson. And so Pierre still yet to score their first point. As we get our sub coming in, Lola Kernels will check in. And we'll serve here for the Governors. Kernels on the serve. That one will be received by Collins. Then that attack by Weedy, dug out by Kernels, but it goes back across the net on the dig. Now tipped by the left hand, over the net, and Hadley Hart is there. Waldron comes in to set. Sporer's opportunity dug out by Talley. Near side attack. That'll be unable to be dug out cleanly by Kernels, and then the kill will go for Audrey Miller. And it's a 12-3 lead here in the first set for the Kernels. That is just the second kill of the day for Mitchell. The only 2 so far in total by this for both these teams. So as Mitchell will serve from right to left with a 9-point lead, will go into the net, and that's their 4th service error. This one coming from number 1, Cassidy Corzon, the 5'6" junior defensive specialist, makes it 12-4 in favor of Mitchell. And Pierce still looking for that first point on the attack. Molly Olson will serve. Solik, now that will be misplayed by Mitchell. That was miscommunication. As Talley was coming in, she gave way to really no one that was there, and turns into a point for the Governors. Again, more mistakes from Mitchell right now for all 5 points. Now here's a long hit attempt coming from Talley. That one from Sporer, that's dug out. Now here to the near side, that block, and there's your first point for the Governors. Alyssa Lowe is the one that gets the block and the point for the Govs. And it's now 12-6, so Pierce scored back-to-back points. There's your first, I mean, that's a defensive play, but your first real attacking point of the day for Pierre. Olson will serve. It is Solik that will receive. This one's set to the far side. That one was blocked by the Governor, stayed on the Pierce side. Sporer with the attack. Solik's able to easily dig it out. Middle of the floor again, then Weedy's shot. That was blocked another time by Alyssa Lowe. Back-to-back blocks here for Lowe, and it's now 12-7. Pierce scored 3 in a row, and Lowe's got 2 block shot points. 5-point lead for Mitchell here in the first set. This will be set to the far side. Weedy, another opportunity. She wasn't going to miss 3 times in a row or get blocked 3 times in a row. And Campbell Weedy's got her second kill, and it's now 2-1. 2-1, 13-7. She's got 2, and Audrey Miller's got 1 of those kills. Only 3 kills for Mitchell. Here the serve from Mitchell. That was from Weedy. Set by Olsen, and then Lowe's attack is hit long and wide. There's 14-7 now in favor of Mitchell. Back-to-back points for the Kernels. That is hitting air number 6 in this first set for Pierre without any kills. This is another service error. Hit long by Campbell Weedy. The 5th service error. A wild first set here. There's a lot more negatives on the score sheet for both teams than there are positives right now. Paige Sporer on the serve. This will be set far side, left-handed attack. That one was hit out. It was not touched, so it will be too far of a hit coming from Corzon, and it's now 14-9. First hitting error from the Kernels. Sporer again will serve the 5-point deficit. Set by Seamson, and then Weedy goes straight down for another kill. That Kenzie Hetland, I believe it was. Hetland makes it 15-9. That's her first kill. So a 6-point lead for Mitchell here in set number 1. Kernels back to serve. They're 10 points away from opening up with the lead. Kernels, there's 3 quick hits, and then Mitchell hits it out. Governor is not how you draw it up, but they do hit it out. I believe that one was by Seamson. And the second hitting error wasn't the best reception by the Governors, but they were able to get 3 quick tap hits and able to get it across the net. And then this serve by Schleckaway will go into the net to make it now 16-10 in favor of Mitchell. And the first service error by the Governors. On Thursday, Pierre ended up with a total of 10 service errors, but had 13 aces. Mitchell's quickly about to make that happen. That one on the reception went across the net and really wasn't hit well by Audrey Miller, but Miller was able to quickly get the kill. Almost looked like it rolled off of her hand to the right. I don't think she was trying to make that happen. Here's one off the net on the serve by Talley. Was diving for it, was Waldron to play it. And then this miscommunication, but Mitchell will still free ball it across. Olsen now for Waldron. That will be hit out. Waldron with the hitting error, 18-10. Mitchell's up by 8, 7 points away from an opening set win. And the hitting woes continue here for the Governors, as their 7th hitting error and 0 kills still in this first set. Talley, that will be served out, and it's now 18-11. And Nia Talley's got her second hitting service error, and that is service error number 6. Pierre's got 6 of their 10 points by service errors from Mitchell. Waldron on the serve, that will be long, and that will be another point for Mitchell, 19-11. Right now, it's really been the team making, not even making the most plays. Right now, it's the team that's making the fewest mistakes. I don't think either coach would be happy about how their offenses look. This will be an ace coming from Solik to make it 20-11. Kenneth Solik's first ace, 3rd ace of this first set. 3 aces, 5 kills for 8 of their 20 points. No block shots. Everything else has been violations by the Governors, whether it be hitting errors or service errors, along with beating in the net. Hart to receive it. Waldron, that'll be the attack. That will be blocked by Mitchell, but Waldron will send it back over. Hart will free ball it to the corner. Talley had to get over to it. Good pass to Seamson. Now the attack from Miller is dug out by Hart. Then Waldron, that one spun off of her hand. One might have been a 2-hit violation. Maybe back in the day it would have been a 2-hit violation. Now from the back row, the attack from Schleckaway, dug out by the Kernels again. Seamson, Talley with the back row attack, dug out by Schleckaway. Long rally, and then a missed set by Novotny turns it into a point for Mitchell, and it's now 21-11 and a 10-point lead for the Kernels. And Coach Carrie Wheelhouse would take her second time out of this first set. 21-11. Mitchell leads over Pierre back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR. You're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pizza Ranch in Fort Pierre is a proud supporter of Pierre Governor Sports. Bring your crew to the ranch. We have hot buffet options, including legendary pizza, the country's best chicken, savory sides, nutritious salads, and delicious desserts. Perched right on the river, our Fort Pierre Pizza Ranch is only minutes from the South Dakota State Capitol building and right down the road from where the Pierre Governors play. The Pizza Ranch in Fort Pierre. Go Govs! Pierre is down by 10 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard, 21-11 in this first set. Both timeouts have been used by Coach Gary Wheelhouse, Coach Deb Thill, that didn't get a chance to talk to in the pregame, but she's still got 2 timeouts. Long-standing coach for this Mitchell Kernel team. She's been an excellent ambassador to the game of volleyball for the state of South Dakota. Kenna Solik will serve. That won't be served long. Another service error by the Mitchell Kernels. Second one by Solik. And that's their 7th service error of the first set. Douglas, by the way, had 11 on Thursday, and it felt like they were getting one just about every 3-4 serves. This will be a kill for number 7 and Audrey Miller. And it's now 22-12. 3 points away here for the Kernels to take game 1 of this best-of-5 matchup between 2 EST teams. Addie Simpson will go back to serve, the 5'8" senior setter with the left-handed attack. That'll be right on the line and an ace. Nearly another, almost turned into another service error, but this time Simpson will get the 4th ace of the set. And it's 23-12, and Pierre, well, they have 23-11. Maybe the Governors had 12, but either way, Pierre's got a lot of work in front of them. Couple of bats back and forth. It stays on the Mitchell side. Left-handed attack. I believe it should be a point for the Governors. It will be under the net. Well under the net was Mitchell. And that was from Charlie Collins on the attack. So it's now 23. They have 23-12. Unless I got put up 2 points, I'm going to put up 23-13. I guess we'll keep it at 23-12. And it will be a serve coming from Asa Novotny, near side. That attack by Weedy right down the line. And it's a point for Mitchell. Weedy's 3rd kill. That is the 7th of the first set by Mitchell, and it's 24-12, and 12 set points here now for Mitchell in set number 1. Cassidy Corzon will serve. Oh, they were making the sub, and they didn't get the referee to see exactly Corzon coming in for Miller. So now they have the sub correct. And it will be a chance to serve for the first set. Corzon on the serve. Kernels is able to play it. Bushbaum on the set, and then Sporer hits it into the net, and it's 25-12 in the first set win for the Mitchell Kernels. So we played 1 set, and the Governors are still looking for their first kill of the night. 25-12 in set number 1 for the Mitchell Kernels. Back in 2 minutes with set number 2. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Larry Fry Heating and Cooling has a new name. Kruger Climate Systems has acquired Larry Fry Heating and Cooling, but it's still the same great service. Your friend Larry Fry is still a manager, and his dedication to providing you with outstanding service remains unwavering. The same quality products and services you have come to expect from Larry Fry Heating and Cooling will continue under the new leadership of Kruger Climate Systems. You can still reach us at 605-224-9548 or email us at ryan@krugercontracting.com. Kruger Climate Systems, your certified Trane and Mitsubishi dealer in Central South Dakota.
Since the day First Fidelity Bank first opened its doors for business in 1905, we've served the credit and investment needs of this area. The money that's deposited with us is reinvested locally in the form of loans to area families, farms, and small businesses, where it can help create new opportunities for everyone in our community. First Fidelity Bank. First-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
Oh, shut the water off! Shut the water off! Oh, don't give me that look. I know you said to call Allied Plumbing and Heating. I read the instructions and I watched a couple of videos. I thought that I had this. Let me watch a couple more videos and I'll take care of it. Just go to your sister's. I'll have it fixed. Hello, Allied Plumbing and Heating. I need your help.
You can rely on your allies at Allied Plumbing and Heating, 605-494-2001.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
We welcome you back as we continue and get to the second set. It is a 1-0 lead for the Mitchell Kernels. 25-12 in set number 1 for Mitchell. They were led in that first set by a couple of hitters, Audrey Miller and Campbell Weedy, both with 3 kills each. 7 kills in total. Kenzie Hetland had the other kill. 4 aces, 2 from Nia Talley, and then 1 apiece from Addie Simpson and Kenna Solik. Pierre on the other side had 8 hitting errors, and they had 2 service errors with no aces, 2 block shots by Alyssa Lowe, and 0 kills in that first set. Not how you hope to have that happen, but unfortunately for this Governor team, they find themselves down 1-0. Now the flip side of volleyball, and what makes this sport so awesome, is that as stat-wise is not good the Governors were in the first set, it is 0-0 to start the second set. And a 25-whatever score win puts you right back at 1-1. This will be tipped at the net on the attack from Miller. Now Bushbaum's opportunity. There is your first kill of the afternoon. Marina Bushbaum, a little bit of a change-up, but it does work, and Bushbaum gets that first kill, and Pierre is up 1-0. That is their first lead after being down 5-0 to start set number 1. They get on the board first. Sloan Waldron on the serve. Kenna Solik at the net. And the net battle is going to be won by Simpson, and she'll get the kill to make it 1-1. Simpson's first of the afternoon. 8th kill overall for Mitchell. 1-1 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. Kenna Solik will serve. Bushbaum to receive it, goes towards the crowd, kept alive by Schleckaway, and a free ball by Hartz. As now Miller's attack, unable to be blocked back across the net by Bushbaum. And Audrey Miller makes it 2-1. Her 4th kill of the afternoon. And Pierre leads, and Mitchell has taken their first lead of the second set. Solik again will serve, as it will be Bushbaum to receive it, goes across the net on the reception. Then Simpson got it onto the corner, and Simpson will get back-to-back kills to make it now 3-1, or have 2 of the last 3 kills to make it a 3-1 lead. And again, the first of 5 is important. Pierre is a much better team when they get to those first 5 points. Obviously, you still got another 20 points to go, but it does maybe change the mentality a little bit of the Governors, but that will be an ace. And Kenna Solik makes it 4-1. That is Solik's second ace and the 5th ace overall for the Mitchell Kernels. 4-1 in favor of Mitchell. Solik will serve from right to left. She stands on the out-of-bounds, beyond the out-of-bounds line of the basketball court. Governors will have to free ball to cross. It'll just barely get over. Now near side, Miller with the left hand, easily dug out by Waldron. Bushbaum's second hit attack was dug out in a diving dig. Second hit attack by Mitchell, comes right back across by Mitchell. Governors are there to make the play. And they got across by Allie Keys. Now a set, an opportunity off the shoulder of Schleckaway and then missed by Novotny. And it's Audrey Miller, another kill, her 5th of the afternoon, and it's 5-1. Mitchell has scored 5 in a row now. And this is the same score that we saw in set number 1 when the Governors finally got on the board to make it 5-1. When the Kernels now lead it by 4 as Solik will serve. Waldron on the reception, got to the net, and it never got over the net. And so Solik will get the point to make it 6-1. Both teams jumped thinking the ball was going to be on the other side of the net, and for Pierre it was on their side. So they had no opportunity to return it once they jumped thinking they were going to try and block a shot. Hart will receive the serve on a hard serve from Solik, and it will be a free ball here for Mitchell. And then the attack from Campbell-Weedy makes it now 7-1. And Weedy gets her first kill the second set. As we'll have Hannah Eads that will check in. The sophomore middle hitter will come in for Novotny. 7-1 our score. On the serve from Solik. Waldron over the net and then jumping up and putting it down late was going to be Miller to make it an 8-1 lead and 8 in a row. And Coach Kara Wheelhouse has to take a timeout again early in this second set. We'll keep it here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports as you are listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station. You were hearing a Baylor SMU before we got on the air. SMU had a 2-touchdown lead as that game was starting to get late. We'll try and get you a final score here in just a little bit. My phone's not quite on me to be able to tell you that score. But Kansas and Missouri, they were scheduled to start around 2:30, so we will join that in progress after we're done here. And then we've got some baseball as well later on tonight on KCCR. So 4 games in total today. It started with Baylor and SMU that had kickoff at 11 o'clock. We got going pretty much right at 2:30 this afternoon. And then it will be Kansas, Missouri joining in progress. And then some Major League Baseball before we've got 3 NFL games tomorrow on KCCR, which includes the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks, which will be Greg Zabel's NFL debut coming up on KCCR. Looking forward to having that on the air. Coming out of the timeout, Kenna Solik will serve with an 8-1 lead. Short serve. Waldron received it. Miscommunication by the Governors. And then we've got an injury. Bushbaum maybe twisted her ankle. It's going to be an attack from Keys. Bushbaum's trying to work that possible injury off. And then the Mitchell Kernels will still end up getting the point. And we're going to have a sub check in for Bushbaum. Make sure that she is okay. And that kill, I believe, was from Audrey Miller. That made it now a 9-1 lead. Be her 7th kill now and 4th of this set. Solik will serve that into the net. Finally breaks the streak of 9 straight for Mitchell. Makes it now 9-2. And that is service error number 3 for Solik and 8 for the Kernels in total. Hallie Hart will serve. 9-2. Mitchell leads. That attack, it will be unable to be returned back across. 2 players for the Governors were over there. No kill awarded. And it's now 10-2. Checking in, and Charlie Collins will check in for Lennon Hajek. As Seamson is back to serve for Mitchell and an 8-point lead here in this second set. On the serve, that will hit the top of the net and bounce back on the Mitchell side. Another service error. And Seamson has her second, and they're closing in on potentially having 10 service errors in the first 2 sets. As Lola Kernels will serve. Solik was able to get to it. That bounced high up in the air, and it bounced off the rafters, and the redirect put it in no man's land for Mitchell, and Pierre will pick up back-to-back points. Not necessarily the wrong play, but just a little bit too high for Mitchell. As Kernels nearly got an ace, it will be an ace for Kernels. We'll give it to her as a lift called against Mitchell. And it's now 10-5. The first ace of the day for the Governors. Kernels another serve. That one will be too far. It's now 11-5 in the service error. That'll be her first and the team's third service error. Bushbaum walking, maybe not sure if she's walking as she's going to try and jog off the potential ankle injury. And hopefully be able to stretch it out and be able to come back into the game. Kernels will receive the serve. It'll be Spore's opportunity, but she'll hit that one too far. And it's now 12-5. First hitting error by the Governors in the second set. 9th overall, and the third one from Spore. And it's a 12-6 game here in favor of the Kernels in the second set. Hadley Hart on the serve. This will be received and then set, and Paige Spore will get her first kill up to the block. And they will end up, a little bit of miscommunication, or not really miscommunication, but a little bit of some confusion on if that ball was actually on the ground or not, but Paige Spore does get the kill. Her first, team second of this set and of the match. 12-7 in the second set in favor of Mitchell as Molly Olson will serve. The left-handed hit, that'll be hit too far from number 5, Charlie Collins. And it's now 12-8. The Governors are back within 4. Only the third hitting error by Mitchell so far today. Olson serve. A little bit of a knuckleball that came across. Tipped in the right hand, out to the right by Weedy. Waldron looked to the attack. That was dug out. Back row attack from Seamson is dug out. Waldron now will set for Spore, who end up flicking it off the hand, and it's get called for a double hit against Spore, and it's 13-8. 5-point lead again here for Mitchell as they're trying to take a 2-0 lead in the best of 5. They won the first one 25-12. It was a long rally, long scoring rally for Mitchell, and this will be an ace from Campbell Weedy to make it now 14-8. Weedy's first ace, and the team's 6th overall. Weedy again on the serve. Kernels will receive this one. It'll be back-to-back aces, and it's 15-8. Kernels had struggled twice to return that serve. They backed up Molly Olson a little bit. And Weedy now will serve. Will they go after Kernels again? They will. That one bumped off of her shoulder and chin. Across from a standing hit by Alyssa Lowe. Tipped over the net. It was touched by the Governors. Now Olson will set, and Spore push it into the net. And it's 16-8. In what was a 4-point game, now a 8-point lead. And the 11th hitting error by the Governors so far this afternoon. Weedy another serve with a 16-8 lead. Kernels misplayed that serve again. She will get it back and get a free ball across. Governors will get the ball as Mitchell thought maybe they could get the Governors trying to get back in positioning. The attack by Waldron. It'll be a free ball from Mitchell to Pierre. Olson, second hit attack, and a great job by Molly Olson. Kind of lulled the Kernels to sleep. And Olson, standing flat-footed, just took the ball over the net and down for a kill, her first and the team's third. Makes it 16-9 and stops the streak of 4 straight here for the Kernels. Spore on the serve. It is Solik to receive it. Simpson came in. Back row standing attack from Talley. Olson to the net. Lowe got a left hand on it. It's going to be dug out by the Kernels. Back to Talley. That will run to the net. It was touched at the net. And then the Governors were saying they didn't touch it, but they'll have to keep playing as they got back across. That one was blocked. Governors still playing. Waldron will keep it alive. Then pushed by Kernels across. Middle of the floor, left-handed attack. That goes down for Charlie Collins, and it's now 17-9. Collins' first kill of the afternoon. Hajek will check back in. The 5'5" sophomore. An 8-point lead for Mitchell, 17-9. American Family Insurance, Brady Shuffleby and scoreboard. This will be received by Kernels. Now the attack. There's a big hit from Allie Keys. Her first one of the afternoon. Maybe that can get the Governors sparked a little bit. That was a hard swing and hit from Keys. Makes it a 7-point Mitchell lead. Alexa Schleckaway will serve. That one's over on the second hit, and it will be a point for the Mitchell Kernels. Olsen tried diving for it. Simpson will be the one to get the kill. Her third of the afternoon, and it's now 18-10. Talley will serve with an 8-point lead for Mitchell. Schleckaway to receive. Olsen now near side. Waldron. That will be a one-handed attempt by Talley and could not dig it out cleanly. And it's now 18-11. Sloan Waldron's first of the afternoon. The Governors, who did not have a kill in the first set, have 5 here in the second set, but by 5 different Governors. As Waldron is back to serve, Marina Bushbaum's checked back in, which is great to see. Waldron will serve that one into the nets, and it's now 19-11. That is her second service error. 4th overall by Pierre. 8-point lead for Mitchell. They are now 6 points away from taking a 2-0 lead over this Pierre Governor side. Kenna Solik. That one will be just too far from Solik. Another service error by Mitchell. And it's 19-12. That's her 4th service error. And the 10th overall by Mitchell, and Hadley Hart will give it right back to them as she hits that one into the net. Another service error for Hart, or make that her first service error. And the third one of the set by the Pierre Governors. 20-12 with American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. This will be up high. Hart trying to chase it down. Governors with near miscommunication, but they do get it across in a free ball. They get back defensively. Waldron will dig it out. Bushbaum a second hit attack. It was dug out by Mitchell. Near side for Miller. It was not touched. They're looking for a touch, and they don't get one. Coach Thill even jumped up thinking it was touched, but Audrey Miller hits it too far, and it's 20-13. Second hitting error of the set for Mitchell. 7-point lead still for the Kernels, but Pierre is fighting in this second set. Lola Kernels will serve. And Talley, that'll be an ace for Lola Kernels to make it 20-14. Good hard serve there from Kernels. Her second of the set. She's the only one with an ace right now. She's got 2. And then now another serve from Kernels. This will be Solik that will receive it. On that right side, the attack is down for Miller to pick up another kill to make it 21-14. That's her 5th one of the set and 8th overall now in the afternoon, and she has been the best hitter for this Mitchell Kernel team. 21-14, Mitchell leads the Pierre Governors. Kernels will receive it. Waldron. Now Kernels puts it in the net from the back row. Makes an 8-point ball game in this second set. First hitting error from Lola Kernels. They're going to take the Coach Wheelhouse not going to take the timeout. Looked like she was walking towards the referee maybe to take a timeout. This will be Hart at the net, unable to be off the net and played by Waldron to make it now 23-14, and the Kernels are 2 points away from taking set number 2. Having a 9-point advantage over the Mitchell Kernels, or over the Pierre Governors, excuse me. That serve across, it'll be an ace, and it's now 24-14. That one coming from Corzon, and 10 set points for Mitchell. Corzon will serve. Hart to receive. Bushbaum with a high set, low the attack, dug out by Simpson. Near side, Talley touches it across. Hart comes in. It'll be a standing attack by Sporer, puts it into the net, and that will put an end to set number 2. 25-14 in the second set, and Mitchell is now one set away from picking up a sweep of the Pierre Governors. 25-12 and 25-14. We'll step aside for 2 minutes, come back with set number 3 after this You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120. Sanford Health Pierre Clinic provides comprehensive and convenient care to Pierre, South Dakota and its surrounding communities. We care for all your health needs, including preventive care, pediatric health, annual checkups, chronic disease care, and more. Schedule an appointment today at 605-945-5560. Ask about our heart health specialist. Visit this clinic on the second Tuesday of every month. Sanford Health Clinic Pierre, 605-945-5560.
Is your roof ready for the next South Dakota storm? Don't wait till it's too late. For over 25 years, Karsten Erickson Roofing and Construction has been serving Central South Dakota with quality roofing and construction. He has now added gutters. We offer dependable service, guaranteed workmanship, and no unnecessary flash or fuss. Just reliable protection for your home. Karsten Erickson Roofing and Construction. Experience you can trust. Call today, 605-280-8133. Karsten Erickson Roofing and Construction, serving Central South Dakota for over 25 years.
As we welcome you back as we get set for the third set between Pierre Governors and the Mitchell Kernels. Again, we'll have Kansas, Missouri football coming up. We'll join that in progress after we're done here. Missed a heck of an end to the Baylor SMU game. Of course, we had to get on the air for Pierre Governor volleyball, but Baylor comes back and wins in double overtime over ranked SMU, 48-45. It is 21-6 right now in favor of the Jayhawks over the Missouri Tigers. And again, we'll join that in progress after we're done. Potentially after this set, but we'll see if the Governors have some fight in them to try and make this not just a competitive volleyball game, but try and make this a close volleyball game. As they're down 2-0 right now, just 5 kills between the two sets, all 5 coming in the second set. Audrey Miller's got 8 kills by herself. As Mitchell will start off with the serve, leading 2-0, 25-12 and 25-14. Nia Talley will serve. It'll be received by Schleckway, and it turns into an ace. Her reception went away from where the Governors were at. And Talley will pick up the 9th ace of the match for the Mitchell Kernels. They have 10 service errors, but 9 aces. Talley on the serve, Waldron, Olsen far side. That one was blocked, back over by Novotny again. Solik for Miller, and she puts that one into the net. It's a rare miss from Audrey Miller, just her second hitting error. Only the 5th error in total by hitting error in total by the Mitchell Kernels. As Waldron will go back to serve here for Pierre. And Waldron on the serve. It'll be received here by the Kernels, now near side. Miller, that one skips through the block of Bushbaum and Novotny. And Miller's now up to 9 kills. One to make that 2-1 in favor of Mitchell. Pierre led 1-0 in set number 2. But that's the only time that they have led in this entire contest. Ended up being 8 or 9 in a row after that in that second set. Solik will get the ace to make it 3-1. And Solik's got what will be her 3rd ace, one in each set so far. Looking for a volleyball to come to the way over to Kenna Solik. 3-1 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. From right to left, Solik on the serve. That's another ace. Makes it 4-1, and Pierce struggled. Again, this is potentially could be the third time that we've seen Mitchell take at least a 5-1 lead. They led 5-0 before Pierce scored. Pierre led 1-0, and then Mitchell scored 5 in a row, ended up being 8-9 in a row. And now with a 4-1 advantage, that won't be the case this time, as Solik will hit that one long on the serve. And that'll be her 5th service error and the 11th now of the entire game for Mitchell. 4-2, Mitchell leads by 2. Hallie Hart will serve. Skips over the net. There's an ace for Hallie Hart. She's trying to get back to where she was in that game on Thursday. Her first ace of the afternoon. She had 8 on Thursday against Douglas. And that one will be served long. And it's now a 5-3 lead for Mitchell. So they're up by 2. They've won 2 so far. They're looking to close this out in 3. Mitchell football, by the way, will be playing later on tonight here in Mitchell on their Kernel Bowl day. Waldron far side, that's tipped over the net by Sport, dug out by the Kernels. Now on that far side, that is going to be in the hit and a kill for Charlie Collins. And it's now 6-3, and Collins has got her second kill of the afternoon. Hannah Eads will check back in. On the serve from Seamson. Hart. It'll be now Waldron. Eads taps it over. It was dug out by the Kernels. Backpedaling hit by Collins. Now goes to the net. Second hit attack goes over the net. It will be a point for Mitchell, as it was Collins that put it right back down to make it now 7-3. Collins now's got 3 kills. Seepson on the serve. Waldron will set for Sport. Dug out by Solik. Talley got it closer. Solik will just get it across in a free ball. Waldron now far side. That'll be hit long by Sport. And it's an 8-3 lead. And for Sport, that is hitting error number 7 on the afternoon of the 14 hitting errors by Pierre. Seamson on the serve. Hart receives. Waldron. Eads on the near side. That's dug out. Over right side. Across the net. Diving play by Pierre, and then hit out. I believe it was Eads that ended up hitting that one out. And it's now 9-3. So for Eads, that is the first hitting error. Hard to receive this one. Waldron will come into set. Sporer skips off the net. Talley's there to dig it out. Near side, Miller's opportunity. That was unable to be dug out by Schleckaway. And it's now 10-3. Miller now with 10 kills. First one to double digits. And a 7-point advantage here for the Kernels over the Pierre Governors in set number 3. Seamson another serve. Schleckaway will receive. Waldron now will set. Sporer's opportunity. Dug out by Talley. Miller's, that chance. That is going to be hit out. It was not touched by Pierce, so they will get the point to make it 10-4. And a hitting here by Audrey Miller, her third one of the day. Pierce got back within 6. Well, the Kernels will go in to serve. She's got a couple aces right now in the afternoon. Looking for that third one, but Talley receives it well. Weedy hits that one long. Back-to-back hitting errors by Mitchell and makes it 10-5. That's the first hitting error by Campbell Weedy. Been relatively quiet since that first set. She had 3 kills in the first set, but just 1 since then. And that's only just her first hitting error of the entire match. Kernels on the serve. Received by Mitchell. Set to the far side. Dug out by Pierre, but unable to make any other play. Waldron hit it to the net. The Govs couldn't play the ricochet. So I believe that wasn't Talley. Might have been Miller that had that killed. Makes it 11-5. On the serve, Hart to receive. Waldron, now the attack by Sporer dug out. Near side for Talley, and that will go down for a kill for Nia Talley. Her first one of the afternoon, and it's 12-5. Mitchell leading by 7. Just about halfway to 25 in set number 3. Kernels on the serve. This will be set by Waldron. It was over on the second hit by Waldron. And then the attack was dug out by Hart. Now Sporer gets it across. It is nearly misplayed by Mitchell and miscommunication. Then right down the line, Charlie Collins puts it right down the line and in. And Collins has got picked up another kill to make it 13-5. And Coach Kerry Wheelhouse will take another timeout. It is an 8-point lead for Mitchell over Pierre in set number 3. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. You've worked hard all year. This Labor Day, reward yourself with true comfort from Slumberland of Pierre. Our Labor Day sale is on now with huge store savings store-wide. Finally get that plush new sofa you've been dreaming of, a supportive mattress for a perfect night's sleep, or a beautiful dining room set for the whole family. Don't wait. These incredible savings won't last. Celebrate your hard work with comfort that feels amazing. The Slumberland Labor Day sale going on now at your hometown Slumberland in Pierre. It is a 8-point lead here in set number 3, 13-5 in favor of the Mitchell Kernels, who won 25-12 and 25-14 in the first 2 sets. And with that 8-point lead right now here in set 3, an opportunity for the Kernels to try and ice this game and the match. Would put Pierre to 1-4 before they host Sturgis and Spearfish next Friday and Saturday over at Riggs High School. Coming out of the timeout on the serve there by the Kernels. An attack by Alyssa Lowe was dug out. Now near side, right down the line. That is hit out. And it'll be a point for the Governors on Corzon's hitting error. Makes it 13-6. Governors are down by 7. Molly Olson will serve. Talley to receive it. Lowe puts it right back across, and Alyssa Lowe has got her first kill. Makes it 13-7, a 6-point lead now for Mitchell. That's the 6th different Governor to get a kill, but all 6 have just 1 right now. And just the first kill of this 3rd set for Pierre. Talley over the far side, tipped at the net. It will be a point for the Governors. It is a lift called against the Kernels. And it's now 13-8. I believe the lift was called on Solik. Coach Thill is questioning the down official. And like the up referee is not sure what it just lift out. I mean, he made the motion of it being a lift. Whether that was I don't know what you want me to say or not. Molly Olson receives that one as it got across. There's Paige Sporer with her 2nd kill to make it 13-9, and Pierce got within 4. Well, they got 13-8 on the scoreboard right now. There goes 13-9. So a 4-point game here in set number 3. Olson, there's an ace for Molly Olson to make it 13-10. And Molly Olson's first ace. And Pierce within 3. That is ace number 4 for the Governors. First one for Olson. Olson on the serve. Talley to receive it. Here on the near side. Got across. Sporer's there. Now Olson will set for Sporer. Hits it into the net, and it was not touched by the Kernels, so a hitting error by Sporer to make it 14-10 in favor of Mitchell. And it stops the streak where the Governors were closing in on Coach Thill, almost having to take a timeout. From right to left on the serve, right into the net from Campbell Weedy. And it's now 14-11. If there's one area that Coach Thill can't be too happy about with this Kernel team is that it's their 12th service error. While they do have, make that 11 aces, a lot of service errors. They had 7 in that first set. Here's an ace for Paige Sporer, and it's 14-12. Pierce down by 2. Her first ace of the afternoon. Pierce got 3 aces in this set, only had 2 to the first 2, both by Kernels in set number 2. Paige Sporer, another serve. Solik to receive. This will be Simpson. That one right down the line and on the end line as Nia Talley will pick up her second kill. Makes it 15-12, and as Pierre continues to get a little bit closer, Mitchell always has an answer of some kind to kill the momentum for the Governors. Serve across here for Mitchell. It is Keys that will receive. Low, that attack dug out. Now to the left side, staying in play was Talley, didn't go under the net. Now Lowe's opportunity, that Keys opportunity is dug out. Left-handed hit across by Simpson on the third hit, got it across but dug out by Pierre, and then Lowe's hit hits the bottom of the net, and it's now 16-12. 17 hitting errors by the Pierre Governors this afternoon. Does not help you win a lot of volleyball games. It is Kernels that will receive as Olsen sets it over. There's Allie Keys with another kill. Her second to make it 16-13. Keys has got her second. So Keys and Sporer both with 2 kills of the now 8 in total. They've got 4 of the 8. The other 4 are 1 each. As on the serve for the Governors, this will be hit into the net by Simpson to make it now 16-14. On the serve here again for Pierre. This will be across. Dug out, far side, Talley opportunity, unable to be dug out cleanly. And it's another kill for Talley to make it 17-14. Her third of the set. And Mitchell again leads by 3. Pierre had a chance to cut it within 1 as Talley will serve. She's received in the back row, near side for Waldron. That one was not hit well by Waldron, almost wasn't received well by the Kernels. Now Waldron will set far side. Keys will pick up the kill to make it a 2-point game again. Makes it 17-15. Keys has got her third kill. 17-15. Pierre is down by 2. Sloan Waldron will serve. They're going to make sure that it ends up being London Hayek that was diving for it, and Coach Thill is checking on Hayek to make sure that she is okay. But she will remain in the game after that hard dive and really just almost just collapsed to the right side, her right side when she was trying to make that diving play, as Sloan Waldron will serve that one long to make it now 18-15. And again, Pierre just can't quite get within 1. They get within 2. They've got the opportunity serving with that opportunity, and Mitchell finds a way to score, whether it be a Pierre mistake or not. Waldron will set here on that far side. That one got over by the Governors. Now the attack, and this will go off from the reception, goes off the rafters. And so here for the Mitchell Kernels, now leading 19-15. Kenneth Solik will serve again. Solik on the serve, Hart to receive, got across. Solik now will send it back. Simpson's attack, dug out by Waldron. And then it will be hit back and then back across. That one coming from Kira Mertzis, and then it is hit over another time by Mitchell, and it's down for a kill to make it 20-15. And Mitchell's 5 points away now from taking this third set. And a timeout taken by Coach Wheelhouse. We'll take one with her. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Today's game is made possible by our great local sponsors like Kathy Sunshine Properties. Whether you're buying, selling, or looking for your forever home, Kathy and her crew are here to help make your move simple and stress-free. With local expertise and commitment to their clients, they are ready to go to work for you. Call 605-224-5588 today or visit contactkathy.com. Kathy Sunshine Properties, turning your dreams into an address.
It is 20-15 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. The Governors are down by 5, and they need this set, and then they need the next two to try and win. They lost 25-12 and 25-14 in those first two sets. Kenna Solik will serve with the 5-point advantage. Solik on the serve, got it across, Hart to receive it. It'll be a free ball coming from Waldron. Now in the middle of the floor, there's a big block and a point for the Governors. Hannah Eads was there to make the block and the point. Just the third block shot point of the match for the Governors. Alyssa Lowe has the other two. Both coming in that first set, makes it 20-16. Hart on the serve. Near miscommunication, but it still turns into a point. Seamson just dumped it over as it went towards the net, and Seamson's able to make it 21-16. 5-point advantage here for Mitchell over Pierre. 4 points away from a sweep for the Kernels. And it will be a serve from Seamson. Hart to receive this one. Waldron will set, Sporer with the attack, and that's going to be dug out by the Kernels and Seamson. Now a standing attack by Miller. Easily played by the Governors. Waldron now here in the near side for Mertes, and it will be out. And it's 22-16. And for Mertz, that is her first hitting error. 6-point lead, 3 points away. There's an ace as Sporer was backing up, didn't know exactly how to play that one. And it's 23-16. And the ace for Addie Seamson, her second. That's the fourth one of the set. They've got 4 in each of the other two sets, 12 in total. Seamson, Hart to receive it. It'll be set far side. Sporer, that shot was blocked, and then her putback goes across and out of play. And it's 24-16. Governors don't have another timeout, so there's 8 match points to work with here for the Mitchell Kernels. Here is Seamson trying to win this one for Mitchell. Set to the near side. Heeds didn't get all of it, got it across. It'll be now an opportunity for Miller, and that will put an end to the contest as Audrey Miller with double-digit kills wins at 25-16 in set number 3. And the Mitchell Kernels will sweep the Pierre Governors here this afternoon here at Mitchell High School. We'll step aside, come back with a post-game show, get you out then for Kansas, Missouri. Back after this here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
This fall, Beck Motor Company, your Heartland Chevy dealer, is proud to support our local athletes and all the fall sports that bring our community together. At BMC, we're here to take the stress out of car buying and maintenance. Whether you're in for routine service or looking to drive home in a brand new Chevy, you'll find a team that's honest, helpful, and ready to go the extra mile. Beck Motor Company, we're making a great deal better. www.beckmotors.com.
Becky Potsuba and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance. It's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173.
You know that feeling when you're exactly where you're meant to be? That's what it feels like to bank at First National Bank Pierre. We're not some big faceless corporation. We're your neighbors. We're the people you see at the grocery store, at the local ball game. We're committed to helping this community grow one person at a time. Need a loan for your new home? Or maybe you're starting that business you've always dreamed of. Our team is here ready to listen and help you find the right financial solution. Because at First National Bank in Pierre, we believe in hometown banking. Visit us at one of our 2 locations in Pierre or our Fort Pierre location. First National Bank, your hometown bank.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Home Care Services is a private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. Home Care Service has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers 30-plus years of in-home support services to our local communities. For more information about Home Care Services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care. Home Care Services, 224-2273.
Hi, I'm South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley. If you are a crime victim, there is a way you can stay updated on your case. Crime victims can access the statewide Automated Victim Information and Notification System, or SAVIN. This free service provides victims with important criminal information and notifications. For more information, call 1-844-299-4608 or go to savin.sd.gov.
James Valley Landscape and Solutions, creating breathtaking spaces. All because of them, with 40 years of experience and the best landscaping team in the business, hired them to create spaces unimaginable. For a career with great benefits and a rewarding salary, let them hire you. James Valley Landscape and Solutions. We welcome you back and into the post-game show. The Pierre Governors, they will fall here today in 3 sets, 25-12, 25-14, and 25-16. As we quickly go through the stats here for you. Pierre Governors had just 9 kills, 3 from Allie Key. She led the way. Paige Sporer had 2, and then 1 kill for Marina Bushbaum, Alyssa Lowe, as well as also Sloan Waldron and Molly Olson. They had 19 hitting errors in the game, and just could not get going. They didn't have any kills in that first set to the Pierre Governors. They finished with 5 aces, 2 from Lola Kernels, and then 1 apiece from Olson, Hadley Hartz, and Paige Sporer. They finished with 7 service errors, 3 block shot points, 2 from Alyssa Lowe and 1 from Hannah Eads. For the Mitchell Kernels, they were led by 12 kills from Audrey Miller and the 28 that were picked up by Mitchell. 4 kills for Charlie Collins and Campbell Weedy and Addie Seepson. 3 for Nia Talley and 1 for Kenzie Hetland. They finished with 10 hitting errors of the 28 kills, 12 aces and 12 service errors. They were led by a total of 4 for Kenna Solik, 3 for Nia Talley, and 2 for Campbell Weedy, along with also 2 from Addie Seepson. They had 0 block shot points in the game against this Pierre Governor team. So the Governors will fall to 1-4 in the season. Mitchell will improve to 4-2 on the year, and it will be a opportunity for Pierre to play at home on Friday against Sturgis, and then Saturday against Spearfish. 7 o'clock first serve on Friday. Then afternoon starts on Saturday at Riggs High School, as the Governors will be looking for their second and third win of the season as they sit at 1-4 on the year. Let's get you out to Kansas and Missouri to get the final of, we'll get the second half of that game, actually probably for the second quarter on, as they are underway in Columbia, as this will be a wrap things up for us here from Mitchell High School. Thanks to Emma Thielen back at the station. John McClure here signing off as the Pierre Governors fall 25-12, 25-14, and 25-16 as we say so long from Mitchell.
You've been listening to Pierre Governor Sports on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Pierre Governors are brought to you by Bank West, Allied Plumbing, Beck Motors, Home Care Services, Venture Communications, Vilas Pharmacy, Todd's Electric, State Farm Insurance, CHS River Plains, and Zander Auto Parts. And by Wheelhouse Auto Body, Slumberland, SD Savin, Shane's Pharmacy, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, First Fidelity Bank, Country Carpet and Flooring, and Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping. And by Wagner Auto, Sanford Clinic, the South Dakota Office of Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, Envirotech, First National Bank, and Faith Lutheran Church. And by Kruger Climate Systems, River Bottom Sanitation, Rising Hope Counseling, Pizza Ranch, Olson Plumbing, Dakota Storm Roofing, Ferding Electric, James Valley Landscaping, Lamb Motors, May Adam, and First Dakota National Bank. And by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Missouri River Dentistry, Kruger Contracting, Karsten Erickson Roofing, Gales Gas, Edward Jones Financial, and First United Methodist Church. Join us all season for more of the Pierre Governors. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting